to another episode of Talk About It Tuesday. We are your favorite host. I am B Brown, the Revolutionary.
And it's your girl D. Today is May the 31st, 2022. The month has come and gone. New month, new goals, new levels, new bags. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody who has been following us in this journey. But
Yeah.
please follow us on The Truth About a Boss at YouTube because this is your last episode on Facebook. Okay? The
Bye.
last one, y'all. We moving on up in the world, baby.
Gotta get to it.
Gotta get to it. And this is our 32nd episode.
32nd on the 31st of 2022. What y'all know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's gonna be soon. We're gonna be like, this is our 50th episode. Yes.
We're
Yes.
at our 50th anniversary here.
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm already feeling that. We have some hot topics to talk about today. And with that being said, we just gonna let's go into the comments and see who. Cause I see we got like 4 comments in the building.
Okay, we had Miss Bobby in here real early,
Hey,
and she
Miss
came
Bobby.
over to YouTube with us. Hello, hello.
Hey, Miss
We got
Bobby.
Sister Yolanda in the building on the front. Okay,
Yes,
her
yes.
and Miss Bobby sitting right there on the front, right together.
Thank you, thank you.
And we got Blue the Best Brookins. Look, who is this, Brandy?
That's my
Look, they
cousin.
finally caught
So,
one.
Sam, thank you for coming through. Appreciate
What's
it.
up?
Appreciate that.
And last but not least, we have my sweet angel, Deasia. Hey, baby girl. Y'all coming in early. We love to see it. We got Chris. We're going to let him sit on the front, too. What up, though? I'm in
What
here.
up, though?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We see y'all.
We see y'all. We see y'all. We appreciate y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think we don't forgot about you. Cause baby, we get the bag, baby, everybody gonna get a bag. Let's
I'm
go.
trying to tell you.
Baby,
And also, y'all take a minute to y'all go ahead and share, run up our last show on Facebook, guys. We just want to take a time out to appreciate y'all from being here from day one.
Yes.
Y'all been interacting with us, talking to us, sharing the lives, doing your thing.
Yes.
You know, so we just love to see it. We do this for y'all, okay?
Yes. And once again, like she said, go on, run it up. The last show, run it up for us, y'all.
Run it on up.
Yes.
No. Look, Blake, this is our last show on Facebook. We will be moving to YouTube only platform starting on next Tuesday. We just taking it to the next level. The building is very much popping tonight, Yolanda. It's popping. Hey, baby D, what's going on?
Hey, Miss D in the building.
And Blake, your comment popped out. We not stopping. We just going a little bit harder. So follow us where, Brandy, on YouTube?
At The Truth About a Boss. It's right here plastered all over the place. But I would definitely put it in the comments for y'all.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir. And the platform, hi, Miss Amanda and Seneca in the building.
Hey, Miss Amanda.
Yes. This platform was originally created to help other people become bosses in whichever way, that would be. And I think that we are well on our way to that. Sometimes, you don't even realize what you're manifesting. And you're manifesting it. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, we got a lot of other things coming up, y'all. Just stick with us. You're about to see.
B Blake got a message for you. He said he'll be coming to the hill soon.
Hit your girl.
Soon.
You know you're gonna be on the hill, so I can come through. Know what I mean? I'm coming through on the hill. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, we're about to get this thing popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of things to talk about. And so with that being said, let's get started with our first topic, y'all. Have y'all been seeing what's been going on social media with Monique versus DL Hughely? Let's talk about it.
Please.
All right. So Auntie Monique and Uncle DL, they
Too
were
old.
took me cutting
Too
up my
old.
head in the streets like that. They were both on a comedy ticket. And it became a situation when one of them felt like they was the headliner and the other one felt like they was the headliner. So they started going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on social media, talking about who was the headliner, honey. And not only that, but they it started to get ugly. Monique actually went on stage and she let Uncle DL have it, honey. She laid him to rest. And I was like, wow, like, bro.
Don't tell me you got no video.
Well, I there is a video. However, I didn't pull it up, but I think I need to go and get that video real quick. However, I do have some of the screenshots of what they were sending to one another. So let me go and pull that up right quick. Because it was going down, y'all. I mean, they had everybody in on the T. So, as you can see right Uncle DL done put a picture up of Auntie Monique and said, you know, all you got to do is check the order of names on the ticket stub from last night and you'll see who's confused. Against my better judgment, over the objections of my team and 4 other occasions where I said no, I decided to take a chance to work with Monique. Oprah was the problem. Tyler Perry was the problem. Charlamagne was the problem. Steve Harvey was the problem. Lee Daniel was the problem. Netflix was the problem. Now it's my turn. At some point, it can't be everyone else. It's you. Lesson learned. I didn't have anything personal against Monique. People paid a lot of money to laugh. Now hear about your contract. Not hear about your contract. Apparently, the role you played in Precious turned out to be an autobiography. I wonder what it is. So, y'all, I'm talking about they going in on each other. Yes, they going in on each other. So he puts this picture up of Monique where she looking like Precious mama. So then she came back and said, the fact that you point the people to the ticket stubs for the order of the names versus to your contract implies that you don't have a contract that shows you are the headliner like I do. And you see it's in all caps, so she hollering.
She's screaming. Yeah. She's angry.
Yeah. Either show your contract or shut up. Stop messing with people who have never messed with you and considered you a comrade in comedy. But I thank you, DL, because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you open for the kings of comedy, I was the headliner for the queens of comedy. And you think you should close the show over me is an example of the bias that Black women have to deal with in this business. I won't even discuss awards. Wow. So she let him know, baby, look at him. I got the clout. Where your clout at? Okay. And we all know that Monique was into it with Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, which Lee Daniels came back and he apologized to her. And she was into it with multiple people, even Netflix. But let me say this before we go any further. Every single beef that Monique had, she had receipts for those beefs. Now, of course, Uncle DL is going to call her out and he's going to bring all of this to the forefront to assassinate her character. But in my opinion, Monique is just not one to be messed with, honey. She's going to call you out. She don't care if she loses all her contracts. She's going to call you out. However, in this situation, what I gathered from it is that it was a janky promoter. He told her one thing, he told him another. So that's what I gathered from the situation. Okay, and so as you can see right here, DL said, answer me this. When have you ever seen the headliner at the bottom and mentioned last? The confusion is with whoever gassed her up on premium octane. Now back to this stogie and bourbon. Y'all ain't effing up my Sunday. And he put his little cognac cup up there, honey.
Honey, please. That's showing out.
Oh, yeah, and this is the order of service for that DL had put up, you know. Oh, yeah, so here's the video. Is y'all ready for the video? Viewer discretion is advised because Auntie Monique, baby,
Letting them have it. I know she was there cussing.
you know her mouth ain't nothing to play with.
So they going on an hour apart, an hour and 15, hour and 5 apart.
Yes.
But they both got 45 minutes.
Exactly. So when I show these last little few receipts, y'all gonna see that it's really the person who did the promoting and the one who did the contracts, in my opinion. But hold on, let's listen.
But look, Brandy, go back.
Okay, hold on, go back.
Look, DL Hughely had sound check at 3 and she had it at 3:30. Do that mean anything?
I mean, honestly, in Monique's contract, when I show it, you will see that she is the last name on the show schedule. And they basically do got her set up to be the headliner.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Let's listen to Auntie Monique.
Liner. That's what the motherfucking contract says. Monique is to be the last motherfucking person on the goddamn stage. She is the headliner. That's what I signed the fuck up for. I'm 30 plus years in this motherfucking business and I don't open for no goddamn body. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. The contract said the headliner. But a nigga named D.L. Hughely turned into a bitch and said I won't perform if she does that. I won't go out if she does that. Nigga, you open for the kings of comedy. I close for the queens of comedy, nigga. And you think that I don't have a dick, that ain't my position, nigga. So when I leave this motherfucker, the headliner has left. The headliner. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with no motherfucker.
So is this at the end of her set?
When you cross the line with me, nigga, you have crossed the motherfucking line. And that bitch, nigga, has crossed the motherfucking line. See, we got a history, nigga. We got a history. That nigga went on a tour talking about all Monique wasn't. You can Google it right now. D.L. Hughely on Monique, all I wasn't, what I wasn't worth, all of this bullshit. And nigga, you put your feet under my motherfucking table. So you came to my home, nigga, and you put your feet under my motherfucking table. I don't get down like that, goddammit. You got a bitch wrong. You talk about Young Doug, and because of their names, nigga, your name is DL. What the fuck does it stand for? Hey, how far you bending over, nigga, on the DL? You fuck with the wrong one? I don't fuck with nobody. So I don't.
All right. So y'all see, Auntie is a whole fool out here in these streets, baby.
She's done had it up to here.
She's done had it up to here. But so after that conspired, she went on and said what she had to say. DL, honey, he came with a little bit more. He said, wait a minute, who you think I am? I'm Uncle DL. Let me show you something. Let me pull these receipts up. Y'all, they was going back and forth, I know, for a good strong 4 hours. And I was like,
what?
They was going back and
forth.
On
the internet.
On the net. So DL puts this up. He says, after this, I don't want to hear no more about this. Peace sign. Here it is in black and white. The only thing blackened out is personal and bank info. Pay attention to headliner, highest paid artist on the show, artist to have approval of lineup of the show, DL Hughely, closing receipts, opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract, everything. But let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team. And I damn sure wouldn't make it personal. If you have a problem, take it up with management. And by that, I mean yours. Peace. And you see he signed it Daryl Lynn Hughely, baby. He stopped using the DL. After what Auntie said. So then, this is his paperwork, y'all. This is his paperwork. This is his paperwork. And what he's saying is true. His paperwork say the things that he said it says.
All payments shall be paid by purchaser in U.S. dollars unless otherwise.
It's the DL closing. You see that?
Yeah.
Then he got it showing right here at the end again that he's closing. Whoop de whoop this, whoop de whoop that. So if you look, they got it set up like he is the closer. But I'm telling you, wait till y'all see Monique contract. Let me pull that up. Monique contract is basically saying pretty much the same thing that his is saying. So, I mean, to me, it was the person who promoted it pretty much told both of them the same thing. So it really hurts my heart to see two of our great comedians at odds on the internet in front of all the cheering. You wonder why the cheering cutting up, baby. The
Just
cutting up too. Auntie and uncle them cutting up. So why shouldn't the children cut up? Y'all ain't set no good example. Y'all should have did this behind closed doors, baby.
You know they ain't one. Monique was not finna let that slide.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not finna read all this, but I'm gonna go through a little bit of it. It says, there were some who were fooled by the smoke and mirrors of DL posting his deal memo versus his performance agreement. Here is my performance agreement, and here are emails and texts confirming that, as per usual, I'm going to always keep it real and honest with my people. If you notice, mine has signatures and DL does not. What type of ironclad agreement does have the signatures of the participants involved? Apparently DL's. And that doesn't have the signature. So let's just look. Okay. Auntie got some more stuff. Y'all can catch all this on our Truth by the Balls page, honey. As you can see, Monique, she pulled hers up, baby. These are her contracts. You see the initial sign in the left corner in the bottom and in the right of the bottom. And right here, thanks for everything. Whoop de whoop this.
Way to run the show. Oh, they so messy.
You see hers? Hers says that she's the last performer. Well, it says time 3 p.m. 3:30, and it says he is coming on 3:30 to 4. So, and they got Monique at the bottom. Hold on, though. Here you go. Text. All this. Whoever these people are, I'm feeling like I said, I feel like they the ones.
That look like something that's on a board.
Yeah, I feel like they basically kind of told them the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I feel like they wanted both of them to feel important, and they don't.
Right.
They didn't want to be honest and give them the real information. So, hold on. I got one more, and then we're going to move on from this story, y'all. But y'all got to understand, to me, I understand that you want to be the headliner, because the headliner means you're the one that's bringing all the people in. You got all the clout. But, baby, if you get up there and you funny and you make the people laugh, baby, it don't matter who the headliner is. They going to remember you. They going to remember you. So, as you can see, the deal memo, which was his, was March the 29th. Monique's was March the 28th. Yep. So she said hers was fulfilled Saturday night. How about yours? So maybe it was some truth to what Monique was saying, that maybe he did get upset and like, nah, I ain't finna be sucking to nobody. And they changed the contract at the last minute. What y'all think? Y'all give me y'all thoughts on this. Because, baby, y'all ever seen that movie, Janky Promoter? That's all.
I ain't seen it. I had to watch it.
Yes, honey. It's a classic with Ice Cube and Mike Epps. It's called
Oh
Janky
boy.
Komodo. So let's see what the people come, baby. We got the comments popping. The comment section is going up. Let's see what the people talk
Look, Brandy, it really is.
about. Let's see what the people talk about in the comments, baby, because
All right.
they wore me out.
Yeah. Look, literally. Chris says, "Who cares? Let's get paid." Yeah, we
Hey,
definitely gonna be. So
give me my
y'all follow
money.
the Truth About a Boss on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. We already getting it started, Chris. I guess you'll understand the DL Hughely not funny. I've never heard of his stuff. Yes, Miss Amanda, they got it going on, honey. And not an autobiography. That was the funniest thing I ever heard him say. Yeah, when Brandon said that, I did really get tickled because I just remember certain parts of that movie out the back of my head, and I'm just like, no, y'all really cutting up. Chris says, "Well, I mean, Kings of what? He shouldn't have even been on that." Killing myself laughing. Aegis own. And Yolanda says, "Go off, Auntie. I still want to square with you for what you did to Precious, but go off." I was so weak. And because when I woke up, I was like, oh, dang, he's still on. And Yolanda also says they have a problem with black women that demand respect. Auntie ain't never said nothing wrong in my book. Okay.
She keeps it real.
And the problem is with the person that gasses him up to think he was funny. My grandson tell better jokes.
I'm gonna be real. There's a lot of people ain't feeling DL. I was like, wow, wow, wow.
I would have to check him out and see. And I'm not gonna go in there with a biased opinion.
I personally like DL. I do. I like him, but there's a lot of people don't think he's funny at all.
She said, and that's how Mary had a little lamb. Pop your stuff, Mo. Chris said, "Oh no, total disrespect." And we have a Facebook user. What it do, ladies? What it
What it
do?
do? What it do?
Mystery person. Yolanda says they ain't know what they sign up for when they come for Mo when she ain't called for them. Telling you.
Facts.
And she said, "You don't call." Chris says, "You don't call no man a B. I'm sorry."
I'm talking about she went in.
She definitely went in. And Blake said she going in on it, ain't she? She went all the way down the sidewalk in the interstate on that man and came back. And Yolanda says, "I bet he gonna cry in the car. I bet you he is." Like she really did. Like
A lot of people was upset with Auntie for taking it to the stage.
I guess as entertainer, she feel what better platform. Chris wants to be joined in, and after that, I wouldn't show my face. Listen, he'll be back outside. They got like comedians. I'm sure they find most life experiences as some fuel to um as some fuel for their career. Chris, I added you in. You'll have about 2 to 3 minutes so we can keep the show going on once you join. Yolanda says, "Oh, he think he cute with the wordplay. Well done, DL. Well done." I just know Chris finna have me on here tickled. That's why I'm just. He said, "Thank you so much." Look, it's there. He said his middle name Lynn though. See more fuel for the DL.
I
Oh my
know.
goodness.
I know. When
Terrible.
I seen it, I was like, not Lynn.
Lynn. I bet they did that for the both of them. Made each of them think the other's closing to get two big names for their ticket, and I'm sure that they definitely
I feel
sold
like
what
they
needed
did.
to be sold and did what needed to be done.
Yes.
Um, for certain.
Yes.
He said they janky for that. Very much tacky,
Very
but at
janky.
the end of the
Promoter.
day, I'm sure that they was able to pay y'all whatever it is that y'all required, and then everybody else got to eat on the back end. I'm not saying it's right,
Right.
but they did what they felt like they needed to do on promotions.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Child, you know they put everything on the internet. They really do. Like you can find out a lot." Chris says this is worse than gun violence. Well, I just feel with this in general, I feel like it's like some ego
Yes.
because if y'all
Yes.
once y'all give me my check, you don't have to worry about me. I'm gonna come here and do what I, what I'm saying, need to do, and I'm not gonna be worried about it.
Right. Facts.
Care who the headliner is.
Come on now.
Chanel says, "Hey y'all,"
Hey, sis.
and "Hey honey." Chris said, "One thing about it, you check the promoter period." I'm sure I went to go see a very well-known comedian one time, and their promotion was trash. So I bought me some like it was last minute. And I'm like, I'm not gonna laugh no harder if I sit in the front. So I got me some balcony tickets, right? It was so empty in there. They was like, everybody come to the front. So who do you know can go see Chico Bean and Friends for $50?
Wow.
Had to be a terrible promotion because I seen Chico. I'm like, I'm going. Then
Yeah.
buy the ticket was super late, but I'm like, I'm going. And they was
Yeah.
like, if you can get everybody move down to the front, I had my little heels on. I said,
Sure
y'all
will.
get the promotion people. But
Sure will.
I'm sure when something like that goes on, does the promotion people lose out? Like who loses on a bad promotion? Because y'all
Yeah.
still got to pay whoever's coming.
Yes.
Because I just know whoever was at the BJCC, I just knew they was sick. Oh,
Right.
my skip one. She said, now this is black on black crime. Got auntie and uncle out here fighting on Beyonce's internet using Blue Ivy's Wi-Fi.
I am not going to play with you.
And get
Sunshine.
your paper right so your paper is right.
Yes. Reach
Okay?
papers.
Chris says that the headliners make more money. Look, these comments just rebooted up on me. She said, oh, they schemed on DL. I mean, hey, getting it how they live. And that was my move. I was I I am slash was a gospel promoter. I know. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting fun facts. This is where you can find us on YouTube, The Truth About a Boss. Okay. So this is where you can find us for next week's show and all of our upcoming things that will be coming out. And also when y'all get a chance, go check out I don't want to say it wrong. You don't know what I've been through.
You won't believe what I've been through. We're
You
gonna
won't believe what I've
the
been through.
trailer tonight.
Oh, okay. Yolanda says his rocks with him on the ground for black equality. He ain't funny. And Monica
Hey, cuz.
Wilson Claire says he's a very intelligent man.
This is true. He is intelligent. GED section.
And Blake says, I'll be at Boss Man Tip's house under the hood of a car when I come through.
Bet.
So if you're looking for a hood of a car opening, you might find Blake. We already got that one. I think we're all caught up. Thank y'all for putting in y'all's input. Okay, letting us know how y'all feel about it because I just feel it could have been avoided. Because I'm like, I guess it matters to them, but if they cut the check, it won't matter to me.
Facts. And I'm going to say this and we're going to move on. See, in my opinion, this is why it is hard to work with other Black people. It's hard to work with other Black people because once the egos get involved, like let's all just go in for the greater good. But it's always got to be one or two people who always gonna mess it up because they can't get their own ego under control. Me, I don't care. You ain't got to never show my face, but if you get that money right, I'm in the building. I'll be 15 feet behind everybody else. Okay. Doing my part. Baby, you could be in the front. The front don't matter to me. What matters to me is getting everything accomplished the correct way and making sure my money right. That's that. That's that.
Money rights.
So, Yolanda, you made a very good assessment. She says, still a part of Black people being pitted against Black people. Deconditioning is needed. This is so true. It's true. Like, it don't have to be a competition every single time. Just like I have said before, I'm not the only good photographer in the world. I can't take all the pictures, honey.
Okay, you be out there taking pictures for days.
I don't want to take all the pictures. I got other things I want to do in life other than take all the pictures. So therefore, I'm happy to see other people using photography as a gift, because that's what I'm using as a gift to help other people create memories. So, let's do better, Black people. How about that? Let's just do better on that note. Let's take this, because that didn't look good to me. I don't care.
No.
It was funny and very entertaining, but it didn't look good to me at all.
At all.
So let's do something else besides go against each other like we always do. And I see if it was two people that didn't have nothing behind their name, baby, y'all got platforms.
Right.
Let's not do that. But I still blame the promoter. Yeah, it looked like the promoter to me, though. I'm sorry. That paperwork didn't look too hot to me.
Right. Giving construction paper.
Right. Miss Bobby said, you are so right. Yolanda said, we are the only people they put against one another. Take heed and figure out why. I ain't lying. And Monica said, amen. All right, y'all. With that being said, let's move right along to the next story.
Keep it on moving.
Y'all ready for this, honey? Y'all ready for this? Because, baby, it's some pure foolishness, honey, but I got to bring it out. Okay, man with 30 plus children has went viral on the internet because he took a family portrait with his children, and actually 9 of the children were missing. And once people got a hold of a piece of this information, matter of fact, he's 34 years old and he has 33 plus children. And like I said, 9 are missing. Let me pull up this information so you can get an eyeful of exactly what I'm talking about. But this young man, because he's young, yes, he is, he actually went viral behind this cup of tea. And once he went viral, baby, the people just had a field day with it, honey. They had a field day. So as you can see, there he is right there. His name is Damon George, and he is a truck driver. And I must say,
I bet he is. I bet he is. That's easy.
Yeah, he's a truck driver. And I must say, he got some nice looking children right here. But y'all, let's
all their hair is done.
All their hair done.
Everybody looks good now. Big wheels keep on turning.
Baby, I'm talking about.
That's all I can say. They look like they well taken care of, and he probably done stressed his mama all the way out, honey, because don't ask her to babysit.
I ain't lying. Done stressed the mama out. And he done stressed the baby mamas out, because can y'all see my pointer? You see my pointer? All right. Now look at all these little babies right here. They all look like they between 3 and 4. I'm going to say 2, 3, and 4. Then we got 2 arm babies, y'all, right here. Then we got another little arm baby back there. Then that little baby don't look like she quite walking yet. And that little baby might be starting to walk. Then there go another little baby. Then you got some older ones in the back. And like I said, it's 9 children missing. Now, like I said, I don't see nothing wrong with having children. But baby, I feel like you overdid it, Damon George. And this is what he had to say in his post. The legend, the legacy will live forever. I want to thank my kids' mothers for helping me make this day possible. I want to thank Rochelle Leonard, Imali Jashay Caraway, Missy Okra, Uncle Billy Jackson, Nana, Tammy, Linnell, Miles, also Cortland, Nicole, for staying and helping with my kids. Thank Nakidra, Kidra Pooh, Haggery for our photo shoot and being understanding. So, as you can see, he took some pictures with his children, and once he put this up, like I said, y'all, it went viral. So people started dragging him, and they were saying all type of things like, "Bruh, that's just nasty." As you can see right here, Kennedy said 33 children. This is so irresponsible and nasty. And I can understand why she feel like that, because did either of y'all go to the doctor and find out if you had a clean record before, you slept with this man? Has he ever been? That's all I want to know. It ain't my business because I ain't going to sleep with him, but I'm just saying. Then it says, that's why kings had multiple wives. Man's seed was to spread, and as statistics tell it, this year alone was the lowest birth rate in a generation. So kudos to him and Nick for repopulating the earth.
The whole earth.
The whole earth now. So
they look well taken care of. I don't have nothing bad to say. On this day they do.
In my very strong opinion, can you be a father to all of those children when they need you, though? I mean, and I'm going to say this because it's the reality of the world that we're living in. At least he claiming his children, though, because, some children don't never know who their dad is.
Yeah.
So, the fact that he is stepping up and claiming, that's good. But I must say that Mr. Damon is very irresponsible. So once he got dragged, y'all, let me let y'all hear this audio.
No.
I really don't want to play it, but I'm going to play it because we grown. I know we ain't got no children on here. So I'm going to play this audio, y'all, where he had, he was really upset after people was coming in and making statements and telling him how he definitely can't be no father like that. It ain't no way you can financially take care of all them children, So I'm going to just play this audio for y'all. So if you're discretion.
While he on the internet, he going to be able to pay for them.
Baby, all I'm going to say is, at the end of the day, too, let's not put all the blame on him. What about these women? Y'all don't be trying to check and see who these men is, or y'all just jump up and have a baby with them. So I'm not putting all the blame on him. So, nope, sure ain't. All right.
Premier Chevrolet is your go-to car dealership in Bessemer, near Birmingham. Premier Chevy offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in at our dealership today or visit premierchevy.com to see our wide selection of new and gently used vehicles.
Black father of 33 kids goes ballistic after being called irresponsible. Video. Damon George is a black father with 33 kids. George recently went viral on social media after posting pictures on Facebook with his group of kids.
Indeed.
In his post, he says in the caption, "The legend, the legacy will live forever." Since that post, George has put his Facebook on private, and it's probably because social media has been going in on him for having so many kids.
Indeed.
Well, at some point, it looked as if George was tired of all the slander and responded to people that had something negative to say about him having a multitude of kids.
Indeed.
On May 26th, the Instagram account posted George rant. "Pull-out game ain't weak. I just don't pull out," George says in the video. UN got 3 or 4 kids and don't do a mother thing. Ain't S weak over here. My pocket's not weak, and my D sure ain't weak. Am still that in, with 30, George says repeatedly as he flaunts his money to the camera. George is said to be a truck driver, and in the video, he's showing all the money he has, so maybe he actually is able to provide for all 33 of his kids.
And you know what? Shout out to Malik Brown for that audio, because he did clean it up very well. And
he did. That's who had me tickled. So maybe he does have enough money to provide for his children.
So I'm going to just let y'all see a piece of this as well.
Pull out game, mate. Pull out game, man. I just don't pull out, bitch. Or you motherfuckers that want to know, I don't pull out. It ain't weak, motherfucker. I don't pull out.
All right, that's enough of that. We already know what you done said. But as you can hear from the beginning,
it sounds almost like some sort of mental addiction and the satisfaction of.
So he became very upset after he did that, y'all. He went private, so we can't even find him online no more, y'all. He went private. So you done ran it that hard. You done showed out and cut up. Then you said, I'm going to go private. Nah, bro, where you going private for now?
He's going to go get somebody pregnant.
But let me say this one thing before we move on. They pulled up his criminal record. And he has some questionable things on his criminal record. Now, I'm not going to go into all of that, because if y'all want to go look him up, that's be my guess. Because, baby, I ain't jocking that hard. But, yeah, he has some questionable things on his criminal record that involve the child. That's all I could find in my findings. And I'm going to say, child, before you get to doing all that cutting up and showing out, make sure you got a clean slate, baby, because the internet gonna find you, and they gonna find everything about you, and they gonna bring it up. So, but I want to say that if he taking care of his children, baby, that ain't got nothing to do with me. However, I do think that's a bit irresponsible, but I can't blame it all on him. But at the same time, I don't know what he was telling them females. He could have been tricking them poor women. A few of the women got mad. Because he mentioned their name, and some of their new boyfriends got upset. That's why he went on that rant, but in case y'all were wondering. So let's check out the comments, see what the people saying in the comments, because I know y'all got something to say about this one.
Look, too much. Y'all gonna have to make us come up with another system. Here we go. Let me get. Did that one. Okay. If anyone was in need of a vasectomy, let me go to bed. Like, that's a lot. Like, what do y'all ride in? Do you be picking, like, do you alter a truck so you can fit your kids in the back? Because how y'all riding for real? Yes, Shalonda says, all I'm going to say is they better get to know one another, because, baby, you never know.
I ain't lying. You don't need to be cold.
Right. They say Papa was a Rolling Stone, didn't they? To the wheels fall off. Truck drivers, especially long haul drivers, make nice money. I bet he sends nice checks for those kids. He seems very proud of his children, no matter how many he has.
This is true.
Child. Yolanda says, heck, a lot of men have one child they don't do a thing for.
This is very true.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole
Yolanda says, facts place all the blame where it's due. Is their irresponsibility. Their responsibility just as much as it is his.
Yes, it is.
And why they have to say black father, though, type of time they on, those Mormons be having hundreds of kids with their own family members. Stop playing with me.
You better tell the truth.
Stop playing. She said, now I'm going to bed. The voice is sending me. He did what he needed to do to make it appropriate to the public eye and ear. Because that other one was not it. And D says, it's the person reading. Hey, never know. Look, that might be a secret profession. You go somewhere and read an audio book and get paid for it. Tap in. Yolanda says, pull out. How about put on a condom? I can't, y'all. I just can't. Whole lot of exposure charts rising over there. He went private because the government found him.
What's up, Sean?
Hello, Sean.
Thanks for joining.
And Yolanda said, I knew it. And D says, but it isn't my business. That ain't nothing to be proud of, my God. These men be too weird for me.
Listen, these females also got to learn to pick better men.
I'm trying to tell you.
Sorry. Like, in 2022, really, it started in 2020, 2019, 2018, whatever you want to say it. How you just gonna just allow yourself to sleep with somebody without checking into their background first and foremost? Like, some of y'all women are too gullible, and it is what it is. Calling it like I see it, baby. You ain't found out nothing about this man. For him to have 33 plus children, ain't now one of y'all females done found out nothing. Y'all thought y'all was the one. Okay. Do you then?
Oof.
Do you?
Got a slick mouth on him.
Slicker than grease. Do you?
Chris, we have talked about the women, okay?
Well, it's some of them out there too. Bring it to the forefront, my brother.
Yolanda says people can be good partners and trifling parents and vice versa. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Nakis Coleman says he said he created a legacy. If he taking care of them, by all means go for it. It's the females part also. I'm just saying. Absolutely.
Facts.
And Yolanda says if he a long haul driver, he probably all over, no telling what he told them.
Facts.
He did what he needed to do, honey.
Well, I mean, I don't know why they're trying to get shamed. Now, if I would have kept on playing it, he also addressed them about don't be mad at him. If you mad, take it up with whoever, but don't get mad at me. He like saying, baby, you're a baby mama now, so accept your role.
As long as he accept his when these children need something.
Exactly. Take care of them children, baby. Take care of them children. Make sure them children know each other, because, baby, we don't need no brothers and sisters going together, okay? Because it's a bunch of y'all. Stay in touch. All right, let's move right along to the next story, honey, because that took me for a spin, baby. All right, 4-week-old baby passes away because of alcohol consumption. And when I say the poor baby passed away because of alcohol consumption, I got to let you know that the father put alcohol in his baby bottle like a dang doofy fool. So let me show y'all these people that just be doing anything. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So they takes the baby to the emergency room after the baby stopped being responsive. So the people at the emergency room, they already skeptical because clearly they probably went in there and said something real ignorant. And so they automatically call the police. So she tells the people at the emergency room that she was breastfeeding the baby and she had been consuming alcohol. So then she also tells them that the father put alcohol in the baby bottle. Y'all, when they tested that poor baby, the baby had 4 times the amount that an adult's supposed to have in its system. Let's talk about it. Why? Why would you do something like that? I still don't understand why you would even do something like that. That makes no sense to me. Like, why? Why would you do that? It makes no sense. And then these people, they live in Georgia. And now they have been both charged with murder, cruelty to children, and reckless conduct. Yep. And the guy, he is facing a parole violation, and he has been charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. So now your life is gone, baby. And let me add that they are young, y'all. She is 24 and he is 25. Yep. So once again, Let's make sure we use our common sense abilities when we have children. First of all, this is a newborn baby. Y'all, some adults can't even handle alcohol. Why would you put alcohol in a child's bottle?
Was it not someone around to just hold the baby or something like that? So,
if you ask me, they was trying to get the baby quiet. They were trying to get the baby drunk so the baby would go to sleep. If that's what I got from this situation.
You warmed the bottle up.
Y'all trying to get the baby drunk so the baby will go to sleep. Sure, the baby probably came here drunk. But all I know is that y'all got what y'all deserve. Yep. You sure did. Because ain't no way in the world you think that that's okay to give a 4-week-old baby 1 month some alcohol.
Babies ain't even turned their color all the way.
So once again, though, I'm also feeling like this is a time to talk about it once again. Mental health. You know, she probably was stressed out after just having this baby. She looked like she got a little mental illness behind those eyes. You know, he looked like he'd been going through stuff ever since he was a child. And they never confronted some of the things that they went through in life. And they made a baby. And they made a baby, and they didn't wholeheartedly want the baby, if you ask me. But at the same time, you cannot have a baby and do anything to that human. That is a living, breathing person.
Yeah.
If you can't take care of the baby, they got a program where you can drop the baby off at the hospital. Yep. And you will not be criminally charged long as ain't nothing wrong with the baby. Just take the baby to the hospital, drop the baby off, let the people know I can't do it. Or reach out for some help.
Right.
Reach out for some help. It's a lot of times in our community, they just be afraid to reach out for help. So I hate that. But at the end of the day, you know, y'all got to make better decisions at this point.
Absolutely. And be held accountable as such.
Yeah, because it don't make no sense to be doing anything like that. So let's check out what the people are saying. Because, baby, y'all been on it all day. I appreciate y'all coming through.
Sunshine says, make it make sense. Why would you put liquor in a baby's bottle? And Chris said, well, it's not one-sided. I mean, it's just pure garbage. Sunshine says, okay, I saw White and want to have a motherly conversation with them. Ain't no talking. And Chris says, trying to get that baby to sleep to get some joking. You joking, but that's probably
the real deal.
And he said sad and stupid.
All the above.
And Sunshine says, I know a girl that used to give her little girl Benadryl with her nightcup so she would sleep and she could go out. Mind you, she would leave this baby girl alone and travel across the city to party. That's just so disturbing, and like, that's just something that don't really make sense to me because, you know, get you a babysitter because your child could wake up in the middle of the night and anything is, you know what I'm saying? It's just something to think about. They wanted to go out and party and they didn't have anyone to keep him. It ain't never that serious. Sometimes you could just sit at home and still do the same thing that you would do. And your child can still be in their regular environment. They're not about to be on the same schedule if they're somewhere outside of the ordinary. They're trying to see what's going on.
How about you be responsible for your child you created?
Exactly. You playing around your kid. You don't get to jump up and do everything that everybody else be doing because you know, that's over with. Like, you have to make plans and make arrangements if it's something that you really want to do, whether you want to be in the capacity to take care of your kid. And Sunshine says, as a mama, I'm heated right now. Chris says, facts. And Sunshine says, can't even blame teething. I used to rub a bit of alcohol on my baby's gums to make the itching and hurting stop. Never gave the baby a bottle. She was probably forced to have that baby.
Probably was.
And Chris says some help is not known. Yolanda says, safe haven law. You can drop a baby off at a firehouse, police station, or a hospital with no questions as long as the baby is visibly healthy and of a certain age. Well, that is nice to know. And she says, hence conversation being in quotations can't make threats on the web now, D. I understand, but it just...
It's a very sad story. And I'm going to say this. If you don't want children, you're not ready for children, use protection. And also, if you do have a child and you want to go and do something, you need a break, reach out to somebody, honey. Call a hotline. If you ain't got nobody to reach out to, call a hotline and let them folks know you're having a mental breakdown and you need a break. But don't hurt the baby. Because if you hurt that baby, you're going to get exactly what you need to get. And that's jail time. Because I know y'all don't want to be in jail. Just makes no sense to me.
We got Mama D checking in. Hello. She said, we are all responsible for kids. Someone had to see this coming. Somebody.
I bet you somebody knew that they didn't have it all together. I guarantee you somebody knew that. A family member knew it. I guarantee you they did. Chris said, it teased me off when people don't care or have kids. People hurt them. These are the facts. Some people want children and can't have them. Don't do that.
Facts.
Don't do that. That's, to me, you're devilish. You're devilish for that. Sunshine says there are no longer villages. Villages weren't just for the baby. They were for the mom as well. Exactly. And Mama D said exactly, because Mama D know. I feel like we got to work together to get back to that, y'all, because we ain't going to be able to get back to that, without us all coming together. We're going to have to do it. All right. Next topic, Predator Indiana pastor. Y'all, it was such a sad situation to see this story, but it kept popping up, and I said, let me bring this awareness, because you can't trust in and everybody. Just because they say they are a person of God, that don't necessarily mean that. You judge people by their character. But anyway, this pastor gets up in the church, and he tells the congregation that he is stepping down from his pastoral duties because he has sinned. He basically said he cheated on his wife and that he is stepping down. He committed adultery. But when I tell you, the young lady that he abused, she stepped up. And mind you, she was a teenager at the time. She stepped up and she gave him a piece of her mind, and she told the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And this is New Life Christian Church in Warsaw, Indiana. His name is Pastor Lowe. And I'm just going to play a little bit of this audio for y'all. Because, see, he thought that he was going to be able to get away with this situation by trying to say he committed adultery. Nah, baby, go and tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, because you hurt
right.
And she told on you, baby. So let's listen to what they had to say.
Please let us talk.
For 27 years, I lived in a prison. It was not 20 years. I lived in a prison of lies and shame. Lying to protect the Lowe family. For years, I thought I was a horrible person having suicidal thoughts, not realizing what had been truly done to me, that I was a victim and I would still be in a prison if my brother, and many of you know him, Edgar Wolf, had not approached me just 2 weeks ago with what he had seen as a teenager that bothered him all these years. His pastor in bed with his younger sister, a t-shirt and underwear on. People knew but were too afraid to come forward, and they have now. The lies and the manipulation have to stop. I was a prisoner and you kept me in your prison. I'm a prisoner no longer. I was just 16 when you took my virginity on your office floor. Do you remember that? I know you do, and I have plenty of other stories that I could bring to remembrance. You did things to my teenage body that had never and should have never been done. If you can't admit the truth, you have to answer to God. You are not the victim here. I tried to tell someone, but all that was done was cover up. No one ever came to me. No one ever helped me. No one ever got me counseling. I have wanted to talk to somebody all of these years and never. You have somebody that you talk to. I never have. The church deserves to know the truth. This church has been built on lies, but no more. The lies need to stop. I could give story after story after story to what you did to me. Michael, your dad is not the victim here. A partial truth is not true. If I would have gotten counseling, your dad would be in prison. It might not be the way, but every time you covered up for Russ Spangle, my best friend was my age when your associate pastor was molesting his 2 daughters. You know that. You sent him to be a pastor in another church. We can call Melanie right now and Cassie, her sister.
Come on with it.
They sat down with you. You sent Melanie away. Don't look at me like that. You know the truth. I know, but you can tell the truth because this is a lie. But you need to tell the truth. You know better than listen.
All right, so y'all see.
There's gonna be no passing of the microphone.
She burst his bubble. However, I want to give her a big fist for standing up and telling her truth, because it's too many times when we have victims out there and y'all, they be so scared to step up and tell the truth. They be scared. But baby, she did it in front of the church, and that's exactly what she should have did it at, right there on the stage. I wish they would have had some firecrackers and some smoke and a band came out, because that's hideous. You claiming to be a person of God, and I'm not saying that people that's been called to preach, preachers, deacons, whatever, do not have temptations and that they are perfect. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is you should hold yourself to a higher standard, and you just a predator, brother. You're just a predator, and you probably been preying on young girls for a long time. You probably started doing it when you was a teen. But I am so glad that that poor woman came out and told the truth, and I sure hope he go to jail, because he ought to be ashamed of himself doing that young woman like that when she was 16 years old. And if you know somebody that's out here being predatory and you protecting them, baby, you just as much as the problem as they is. And I'm going to stand on that, because if any one of your nasty women or men touch mine, baby, I'm going to punch you so hard in your stomach, your gut going to come up through your mouth. And play that back. So just don't worry about it. You better go somewhere else. And you mess with them, I hope they do the same thing to you, because that ain't right. That just ain't right. A lot of y'all be protecting them predators. Y'all know who them predators is in your family. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Don't do that. The children are innocent. That's why the poor children are so corrupt right now. We got to weed the bad folks out. Shoo them away. Get them up out of here. It's just been too many times where that has happened. It ain't got no business, no 12-year-old girl being pregnant by no grown 30-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? That's pure foolishness, honey. And I'm glad she got on that stage and told her truth. And then he couldn't do nothing. You could tell he did it.
But stand there.
Yeah, he can't do nothing. His whole demeanor told off on him. You did it, sir. You did it.
And her firmness and what she was saying, she's like, your father is not the victim here. Well, if I would have got counseling, he would have been in prison. Okay.
Yeah, because they said that it's been a cover-up for years, 20 plus years. The family knew about it. They covered it up. No. He sent somebody off. He did the same thing. He sent her off somewhere. That's what I'm saying, y'all. We got to stop protecting predatory people. Because, in my opinion, something wrong with you up here. You need some help. You don't belong out in society. If you are attracted to a child, something is wrong with you, and Absolutely. You need help, and you need to be put into a room that's white, all white, where you can think about some things, baby. You need help. You need help.
Seriously.
That ain't right. That ain't where it said either. Nope, sure ain't. So, what y'all got to say about out there people? Because I know y'all know that ain't right. And I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't care who don't like it. Because a predator is just that. That's sad. Sad.
Sunshine says, this ain't nothing new. They use the cloth to abuse people. No matter the religion, they have abused children, women, and men for centuries. A lot of priests used to impregnate the buns, and when they had babies, they would kill and get rid of them.
Yes.
Chanel says, Lord have mercy. Sunshine says, I can never and never want to understand this mentality. You cannot be a person of any God to do this to people. You're sick. And Chris says, wait a minute now. Are you serious? Why this long? Why now? And Chanel says, baby, we can carry hurt and damage for so long. That is so true. Healing is definitely a journey. Yolanda says she finally found her voice. Being sexually abused, especially by someone you trust, is such a traumatic experience. She felt so liberated doing this, and I applaud her. Okay, and she didn't even knock nothing over.
Cause baby, I would have been showing out.
Right. And Chris said, understand. And Sunshine responds and says, a lot of these people being into this profession because they know they can be shifted around and not held accountable. Look how long they have been shuffling priests from church to church, continent to continent. Then they will say, well, they have confessed their sins to God and absolved of their sin. I detest religion.
That's true. They do that.
And Chris says he's supposed to be in jail. Definitely. Truly sick. All black for that matter. Yolanda says that's what is so vile to me. I wish on every particle of air on this earth someone messes with mine. They're gonna make a new law for the things I'm finna do. And that's on me. And she said he will be protected by the cloth. And Chanel says they still gonna pay. They're gonna have to do something because that's just not right. And she don't seem like she's gonna let it ride any longer.
To piggyback off of what Shanada said, I hope they don't think they got away with it. Because baby, one thing about life, karma coming for you. And when she come to get you, baby, she ain't gonna ask you no questions. But I guarantee you're gonna think about that thing that you did wrong. Even if they don't take him to jail and he don't pay for what he did, baby, God gonna get you. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. Mama D said her brother just told her that he saw them together. Okay. He held it for years and did. And that's why I said, let's stop protecting them, y'all. I'm over it. Facts be, yes, baby, listen. We can all get out here and get to doing crazy stuff if we want to, and thank God ain't going to see us. But, baby, that's who you got the answer to in the end. They gods will give them everything they deserve. He will suffer greatly. Yes, yes. This is so true. That's why I have learned to just start putting things in God's hand. Because I still be want to take things in my hand sometimes. But baby, when I go and give it to God, all I got to say is just watch out, baby. Watch out. Because God gonna handle you way worse than what I would have. That's right. You should definitely reap what you sow.
Every time.
Reaping season is exactly what it is. So don't be mad when you have to do it. And y'all, this is going to be our last subject we're going to talk about. We're going to round it out with another situation that has to do with a pastor. And we're going to talk about this last thing with T.D. Jake's daughter and soon to be ex-husband, the predator as well. So T.D. Jake's daughter is now getting divorced from her husband. She is known to adopt children, and it is alleged, but he has went to jail, but it is alleged that he was doing unspeakable things to these one of the children. And he has now went to jail, and he has a mugshot. And I'm going to share some information with you guys right here. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right. So Bishop T.D. Jakes' eldest daughter, Cora Jakes' estranged husband, arrested for abuse. Okay. And you know what, y'all? I hate that Paul T.D. Jakes' name is being dragged into this, but when you are famous, or matter of fact, let's scratch that. When you do something, think about your family before you do it, because guess what? They're going to link your family to anything crazy that you do. It don't matter if you don't have nothing to do with your family or nothing like that. They still going to link that situation to your family. So if you get out here and get to doing crazy stuff, that's the first thing they're going to say. Yeah, I know Tip and Marge's daughter out here cutting up, child. You think I want to shame my parents like that? No, I do not. No, I do not. But I want y'all to listen to what Mr. Larry Reed said about this situation. I'm going to play a piece of his audio from his Instagram page, what he said about this situation, y'all, because he told nothing but the truth. And then I'm going to come back with some more information.
January the 25th, I did a show, and I explained to you that Bishop T.D. Jakes' daughter, the praying daughter, that she announced her divorce online. Hated to hear it. I really like her. I feel like she's a great lady. Watch this 2-minute clip. Pay attention to what I said, because I couldn't say what was not public. Now I can, because it's online. And it is with a heavy heart that I announce my husband and I have decided to divorce. The reason why she divorced him is because of something that is very serious that I don't even want to say until I have the paperwork in my hand. These men now are different type men, and these men will punch you or your children, or abuse you or your children some other kind of way. You have to choose a fit for your future, not just your future, but the future of your children, your business, everybody that's connected to you.
That.
Now, I hope you guys heard what I said in that. All of the advice, my lens as relates to how Black women need to be more careful now than they ever have been.
Come on with it.
Okay, with that being said, if you listen to my language, I made a statement. I said, these men you get with now could end up doing something to you or harming your children. When I done this story and it fell in my lap, I was told by a family friend that her husband had inappropriately touched the adopted daughter. They went on, and this is alleged, they went on to say that it was something farther than touching, possible actual, I don't even want to say it because I don't have that proof in my hand, but that is what they alleged. But then this was sent to me. I want you to look at this. Bring this over. And I want you to pay attention to
just ridiculous.
Every drop of it. Coleman Richard Brandon, and then go down and it tells the booking date and that he had been in 5 days. The booking time is 10:39. And then at the bottom it says continuous sexual abuse of a young child or children in Ellis County. We cut up over here, but look, we paper Bible saved us a little bit secular. Go down and get them old tongues you ain't spoken in years and get on your face tonight. And if you are intercessor and you don't drop the ball, I know your heart is moved right now as relates to T.D. Jake's daughter and Cora's adopted daughter, if that part is true.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard exactly what he said. So, like he said, and I said this to y'all, start screening these folks who you just bringing around your children.
It's necessary.
With baby. Stop doing that foolishness. And then let me add this one thing before we get ready to wrap this show up, because when I tell you karma is a big B, and y'all know exactly what B I'm talking about. Because this is something that came out about Miss T.D. Jake's daughter. Y'all, they said this woman been stealing people's children, y'all. She's allegedly been stealing people's children. And I had another little clip that came up, and but I don't have the clip. I might just put it on my page. But anyway, it said, have you seen the tea on Pastor T.D. Jake's daughter stealing people's kids, then legally adopting them, then come to find that her husband been assaulting the children, and now she has another potential victim. I'm not sure if she had the baby yet, but they were in the hospital. She pretended to be these girls' friends, and when she has a plan to take the baby by recording emotional moments between the mother and her, then using those same videos in court to make the mother look like she shouldn't have custody of the baby. And also heard the judge in the first child case was being paid off, a Black judge. And that's the reason she consistently wins is because of the money she and her family has. It would be tough to go against millionaires, and this girl couldn't even afford a lawyer. This has been going on for a while now, y'all. I got a clip from 2014 that I pulled up off the internet of this one mother talking about how she tricked her, and she was just in so much grief that she took her child. But now it's another pregnant woman in the picture calling her best friend. That's, like I said, she may have just had the baby or about to, but T.D. Jake's daughter was at the hospital with her, same as she did the other girl, making it seem like she's supporting her, but has a motive. So that's why I brought that all in to say karma is a mother, baby. You out here being slick, and look what happened. Dig, get into these comments. Let me see if I can pull up this little one piece where this one mother called her out.
Okay, let's see. Got that one. All right. Chris says, what you say, I be wanting to put hands on some people, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. Definitely got to grow and elevate at each level. Chanelda says, all attached. Chris says, it's all about who you're connected to. Not what you know, is who you know. Chanelda says, yes, B, exactly what they say. Pastor B tells us that all the time. It'll hurt everyone. And Sunshine says she knew what he was about when she married him. Let's not be idiotic. She chose that man over everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I'm livid. They have my last name, like, thoroughly disgusted. They're of no relation. Period. And Chanel said, I did not play that. You still have to guard and watch over your children.
Yes, you do.
As they grow older. And Yolanda says there's a special God for children and she don't play.
Facts.
And Chanel says, OMG, this happened in the Bible.
Come on with it.
Chris says, I'm lost for words.
Well, this is the last. Go ahead.
We got about 2 more after this. She said they have a picture of TD Jakes and the judge. They're really comfortable too. And I won't even ask the question as if he knows that this is going on as a parent, because that's a whole nother day. She said there's a video floating around that I can't find again of the mother and the little girl telling all the business. And Chris said they are so sick. Pure garbage. And Mama D says, watch people around your kids. Don't ignore the signs. Never ignore the signs.
Please.
Ever. When they come to these babies, listen to them. Even when they cannot speak, listen.
Yes. Well, this is the article that I found about this one mother that blew the whistle. Y'all, this picture of this mother and her child is from 2014. April 14, 2014. She said, I was just set up from the beginning. Michelle revealed in a tearful video clip she was not there to help me, the hairstylist said of Cora. She was actually there to take my child. The tearful mom continued. And she did everything that she could to get what she wanted, her and her husband. Cora and Richard Brandon Coleman adopted their daughter, Amari, after trying to have a child by the way of IVF treatments. The couple knew having biological kids would be difficult as Cora was diagnosed with polycystic ovary syndrome at 22. The couple adopted their son, Jason, more than a year after his biological mother gave birth. She played on my vulnerability, Michelle told her social media fans in her recent confessional video. She had me in front of a freaking MacBook recording and asked me questions talking about it was counseling, but it wasn't counseling because later on down the line, a few years later, she would then use that evidence against me in court when I went to fight for my son, the hairstylist shared.
That's so sick.
Ain't that sick?
And y'all keep on, y'all not going to be able to adopt no children. You won't be able to be around children, period.
So it's sad. It's sad. So do y'all want to see a piece of this video or do y'all want to go around this thing out?
I wouldn't mind.
Well, all right. I tell you what, I'm going to play a piece of it and then
just a little piece.
I'm going to play a piece of it and then I'll put the link in the page because once again, y'all, it's sad. It's so sad to know that you have people out here preying on you like that. All right, let's see. You got to watch out for people that don't have your best interests at heart.
Story, but this is Michelle Loud, right? She lives in DFW, and I think she is a hairdresser. And she is allegedly accusing Cora Jakes Coleman for taking or stealing her child. Before I get started, I got to give a shout out to Why Not Carpe Diem for bringing this to my attention, Stephanie Hall for her videos, and Larry Reed Live on Instagram for this particular video. It's probably going to be more than one or two, so just ride with me. I'm going to go through this and be as thorough as I possibly can. Here we go. This is Michelle Loud. She is a mother of 4. And I'm going to show the video, and the way she talks in the video in the beginning, she's referring to Cora and her husband, because for some point or another, she was homeless, and I guess she found Cora. Maybe she went to the Potter's house. I don't know. And Cora made her feel comfortable enough to make her think everything was going to be okay. Here we go.
After I had Jason, it was just like, I was just set up from the beginning. She was not there to help me. She was actually there to take my child. And she did everything that she could to get what she wanted, her and her husband. From constantly telling me that I didn't have my son for myself, to backing me in a corner in her office at her home when they stayed in Grand Prairie, her and her husband Brandon, and telling me that if I did not give my son to them, that they would take him from me.
So she went on to say that after she had the baby, she was in postpartum. She had never dealt with that before with her previous 3 children. She just knew that it was something that she was dealing with. She was going through it. And I'm going to let her tell you about the recordings that Cora did. Hold on.
She prayed on my vulnerability to the point where she had me in front of a fucking MacBook recording and asking me questions, talking about it was counseling, but it wasn't counseling, because later on down the line, a few years later, she would then use that evidence against me in court when I went to fight for my son.
And she went on to say that as far as her postpartum goes, she had a detachment variation of it. And she did not love her child less. She just had a detachment. And she said that Cora used it to prey on her and further get her to give her child up. Y'all know, look, I don't know if it, like I said, this is a legend, but I believe this woman. I'm going on to part 2. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. I'm back. Let's go. This is Faith Johnson. She is a Republican DA who allegedly Cora used to take Michelle's son away from her. Michelle said it was very hard to fight for her son because when you're fighting against people with real money, like, she had to come to the terms where she had to just give up. Here we go.
I represented myself in trial by myself. And I had to sit up there and come to the agreement because I didn't know how to fight no more.
So Michelle went on to say for a whole year that Cora was just drilling it into her that this was her baby, her and Brandon's baby. She said she even went so far as to get a prophet called Gaylena. Y'all, they had her laid out in the floor, all praying over her, saying that this baby was for Cora and Brandon. Can you believe that?
Oh my goodness, child.
No way.
Michelle also went on to say that Cora has fertility problems, right? And she's not the first person that Cora has done this to, but she is the first person that Cora has got this far with. Let's continue. So now at this point, we're getting into Brandon and his problems. Because Cora and Brandon got a divorce January 24th, 2022, this year. And this month, Brandon has been picked up. Hold on. Okay, y'all, this is Brandon Coleman. He was booked on, let me see, May 4th, 2022 at 10:39 p.m. And right above me is what he was booked for. Okay? Now, let me read to you the reason she says she and Brandon got a divorce. Hold on. So Cora and Brandon got married in 2011. Okay, he's a famous Christian rapper. And in January of this year, she and her husband, Richard Brandon, announced their divorce. It says right here, Brandon Coleman could be facing charges that have been filed against him. So, okay. But right up here, y'all, this was after his ex-wife, Cora Jakes, posted on Instagram claiming that she was worried about her children's well-being. Well-being? I'm trying to say this carefully for TikTok, so I won't get in no trouble. So what Michelle said is that he was picked up allegedly due to bothering this little girl, okay? Numerous times. That's why she said she's leaving him for the well-being of her children. Y'all, this is giving me single black female vibes, and I really hope this is all for real, not the truth, but it's just too much going on in this story.
It is.
I got one more little part I'm gonna go to, and then we're gonna be done with this. Thank y'all for riding with me. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun, and this is the last one. Thank y'all for riding with me.
Shout out
now, this is her friend that lives in Texas. I want to say she lives in Houston. She's pregnant. This is Cora. They're singing the baby mama song. She said her best friend has possibly given her the best gift ever. Thank you for trusting me with your last heartbeat. What does that mean? Is Gorgeous out here collecting kids?
Yes.
Y'all, this is Lil Ruby Grace. This is the last heartbeat, baby. Like, what is going on with Cora? Now, I will say this. There was a conversation talking about why does she just not go through adoption or whatever? Why does she befriend all these people and then just take their babies? Well, while she was married, she couldn't do it because her husband had all these charges for all these things. So it doesn't matter how much money she had. It doesn't matter what state she was in. If she was linked to him, she was never going to get a baby. She was never going to be able to adopt.
Yes.
So this is what you go to. You befriend these women who you find out are pregnant or definitely probably a little less fortunate. And you prey on them and you coerce them into having these babies. And then you take them.
Yes.
Lord have mercy. Y'all, my prayer is that Michelle can get her son. You know what I'm saying? I hope Cora not out here doing that. I mean, I don't know. Allegedly, it looks like she is. But this is a horrible situation. My heart goes out to these kids. Even Michelle said in her video, y'all, that her other kids at home are like crying and asking, when is our brother coming home?
Lord have mercy.
Ooh. Cora, if you did this, girl, you... y'all, this is too much. It's your girl, Millie Chun. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.
Yeah, shout out to Millie Chun. Shout out to Millie Chun. So there you have it. There you have it.
Doing too much.
They done did too much. Like, I mean, at this point, I'm sorry, but the big old arrow is pointing right at you. Yep, it surely is. It's pointing right at you. And I don't know what to say about it at this point. But you know that rounds up our show for tonight. But I also want to tell y'all, go to our page. I'm fixing to pull up the YouTube channel so you guys will know exactly where to go and subscribe to the channel. Okay, because we're gonna need y'all support. We're trying to move on to bigger, better things. We are not gonna be using Facebook no more, honey. I feel like we're gonna Zoom past the world once we get on this platform right here, because we got to do what we got to do, y'all, to move on up in the world. And we need our traffic going in one direction. So here you have it. It's, as you can see, the truth about a boss. And you can see right here, when you pull it up, future trends, it got all the stuff, because we will be adding different things. We have our Talk About It Tuesday show, which is going on now. We have our new series, You Won't Believe What I've Been Through. And we got some more other little goodies, but we got some new things that are definitely in the works. And this is one of my things that I'm so glad that I got a chance to bring to life. Where people are telling their stories about the things that they have been through. Now, I must say this. I'm trying to help people, because you never know what type of situation a person has been through in their life, and they may not have nobody to reach out to. So I was so thankful that Darrell, aka Egypt, came on and he told everything about his addiction. He was addicted to ice, meth. He used a little bit of cocaine, and he was addicted to this stuff for like 10 years. And he went through a lot of things with his family and stuff like that. And he also gave some tips to people, family members that may be involved in that type of activity to help them to move on in life. So with that being said, make sure y'all go and check out this right here, this series, because we're moving forward.
Let's go.
Ha! Look like Tyler Perry done picked me up.
Daddy helped me with my quest to be a hodo, you know what I'm saying? And I met the wrong person the wrong night at a sexual encounter, and to help me loosen up, they introduced me to what they call crystal meth, and or they call it tea or Tina or ice.
Oh, wow.
Crystal meth. And how he pitched it to me was, this is a sexual drug. It stimulates your sex drive. It takes it to a whole nother level to where you can let your guard down a little bit.
So, with that being said, we have a new interview coming up very, very soon. Actually, this week. I'm so excited about that.
Okay.
We have another series coming out for the college students. I'm just going to give you that little piece. I'm not going to give you too much.
Yeah.
Too much. And we also have a series coming out for the entrepreneurs. So I'm just thankful that God is moving. God is moving. And at the end of the day, you never know who you can help. So quit being so judgmental and trying to always think that you're so much better than somebody, because anything can happen to anybody, honey. Let's be real. And you probably got some family members that's going through some. So quit pushing them out the door, trying to tell them, you don't know better than all that. Everybody know better than all that, but you never know what happened to a person, the reason why they go in the direction they go in.
Exactly.
You know? So we're going to read the last comments, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. And I want to thank y'all for holding it in the road with us, y'all. We've been on for a good little while this time. I mean, y'all know we usually don't do like an hour, that's it. But since this is our last one on Facebook, we decided we was going to roll this thing out. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know what time that is right there, though. So let's see. Shanada said, I believe her too. I definitely believe her. Matter of fact, I'm willing to bet money that she's telling nothing but the truth. Sunshine said, this is so disgusting to me. Me too. Are you serious? I just got to say, I know, right? Like, can you imagine going around befriending pregnant women and then taking their children? Like, you got to have a special type of evil in you to do that. And then you're supposed to be a church woman. Child. That was just a few days ago, and it was. Sunshine says, so she called the feds, then got the divorce popping. Yes, sir. You better believe it, baby. She's slicker than grease, honey. Shanada said, yeah, this mess is real. Wow, this demonic manipulative crap. Baby, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. That's it. Yolanda said, you better hope he is in the protected wing. They don't play games like that and lock up. Exactly, honey. When it comes to them children and you go in there, baby, they take you for all your ills. Let's see what else we have. Christopher said, she's just as sick as him. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. This is the facts. Yolanda said, they prey on destitute women and steal their children. Baby, I hope they don't think that they done got away with this. Because, baby, God is, okay. Baby, that wrath going to come through and it's going to be something serious. Sunshine says, I wonder what the bishop got to do with this. Real talk. You got to have clout to move like this. Come on now. You said something then. You got to have clout to move like that now. In there. Thank you so much, Shanad. I know we can always count on you. Thank you. Thank you. I know God gonna oversee this situation, baby, because God told me go head on, baby. Go head on. I said, I sure will. Sunshine, many blessings to all that can see this. See you all on YouTube next week. I know, right? And we got some new things coming. Hey, I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait. It's time to step it up a little bit more. My God, you don't know. Exactly, baby. You got to stay prayed up in this world, and that's on everything I love. How he has overcome such a beautiful spirit. I'm so proud of him. I stay in touch with him. Also, if anybody want to donate some furniture, he's trying to furnish his apartment, and he's also trying to buy him a vehicle. If anybody want to donate anything, you just let me know, honey. We will get it shipped down there too. Shanada, I know that's real. Could have been me. Baby, you better know what to say. I have learned to really just stop judging people. And I say prayer for them and keep it moving. If I can intervene, if it's somebody that I know I can intervene, I will. Because he actually told me the things to say. But at the end of the day, you can't, you know what I'm saying, go to people in a way and run them off. Because that's going to make them go even harder with an addiction. Addiction is whew. Just go watch the story. He'll tell you all about it. Blessings on blessings. Be safe and remain healthy. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Well, y'all, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all know what it is. Millionaire Pending. D, you got anything you want to say to the people before we head on out of this Facebook, YouTube situation?
Just again, thank y'all for rocking with us each and every Tuesday, and we look forward to seeing y'all on the other side next week.
On the other side. Love y'all. Thank you so much, Shanada. Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next time. Millionaire Pending. Oh, don't tell nobody, but we can start having some giveaways too.
Ooh.
Okay. Shh. Don't tell nobody though. No, tell everybody though. All right. Blessings to y'all. See y'all next time.
Good night.